Um, Without further ado, we begin tonight's session in a sort of refugee camp where many new faces have arrived to this place. Many alchemical devotees, some wearing the robes and dress of Paracelsion's um, retinue, and others wearing more humble and modest clothes of and they're of an unknown faction to you all, and those not of Paracelsion's retinue are taken care of and answering questions, feeding, and generally acquainting those from Paracelsion's castle who managed to escape the castle before it violently exploded, and they were sucked out of their original teleportation destination by a strange device and they all landed here. So in a central tent in this chaotic camp, a wizened man, scholarly in appearance but humbly dressed, has an arm made completely of a pale brownish red wood, the heartwood of gray elm. His his arm is identical to a real arm in shape and feature, and his wooden arm seems to be just as mobile and dexterous as a real arm. He manipulates it with ease. Um, and this man, Theophrastus, is talking with his advisor, one of his creations, Beatrice, a forged one. Those native to many material planes might call Beatrice a warforged, but Theophrastus uh, would show great disdain for the term warforged. Specifically, Beatrice is supposed to be a being of peace. So, uh, all of you may roll a d20 at this time. Okay,
Sure would
I have
help if
rolled
I was even
a
in the
d20
game.
for myself. Oh, here I can roll
I got it.
another d20.
It will be
Oh, okay,
fast.
cool. Yep,
I just hadn't clicked on the link.
we'll have four d20s rolled total.
Garrett went to lay in bed again, so I could roll a d20 for me and for him.
I rolled one, so you're good.
No, never mind.
Once. Okay. Um, Only two creatures managed to slip past the teleportation intercept, says Theophrastus. He he's really gone, Theophrastus, says Beatrice. Theophrastus remains silent, only slightly betraying a hint of sorrow, or perhaps pain. Paracelsion was the greatest of my progeny, undoubtedly. I know. It, it was always a shame, you know. His demeanor, disposition, his ambition. There's a pause. I'm going to make things right, Theophrastus says with resolve. He looks outside the tent, towards the chaotic rows of tents full of aspiring alchemists milling about. I know you will, says Beatrice. It isn't all your fault, you know. He wasn't all your fault. I I thank you, Beatrice. You always know what to say. in accordance with my design. Theophrastus twinges, just a smidge. Dreadful device, isn't it? Says Beatrice, regarding a device on the floor in this central tent. The device floats above a simple black circular platform. It is a series of concentric forged steel rings, rotating chaotically at high speed. The device spans over just a foot in diameter. At its center hovers a glowing purple eye with a green iris. Dreadful indeed, Theophrastus agrees. Wicked work. Getting the schematics from that fiend in the plane of air. Seemed like many parties wanted control of a device like this. And we are going to destroy it tonight. The schematics I've already incinerated with Everflame. And, of course, I only know 1/3 or less of its design, as we intended. But, of course, you know, Paracelsian had many things in his possession, perhaps more dangerous than this technology. His inventions. No, anything of his design in the castle is surely gone. His final act, his ego, he couldn't allow his inventions to remain after the castle was destroyed. He wouldn't. Of course. But the divine relics, on the other hand, the scale of the divine serpent, the saint's hood, the scale of Fulgari probably evaporated into nothing. It couldn't survive a failure of his generator. The hood, I don't know. It's probably lost in the depths of a fetid brine pool. And surely the hood will be a great loss for the church. It will be missed by many divine heroes who'd want to don such a boon. Surely. But there's also the essence. Truly worrisome. Such a vile concoction. Even I am not sure how such a thing could be destroyed. I shiver to think if any of it escaped the castle. You shiver? Theophrastus chuckles. Let us hope it was absorbed, or that it was obliterated with the castle. Alas, worrying won't do us much good. We have plenty of work to do. Indeed. Now, about our meat stores, Beatrice begins, as we move away from that scene to our party. Our party is waiting in the Divine Garden in Marduk's realm, where you all were told that Mordenkainen is sending an emissary to meet you and perhaps guide you through the infinite staircase toward a place to safely relinquish Paracelsian in the iron flask that contains his soul. And while you all are waiting, Nina, could you roll another die? If you roll, any die. If you roll evens, this will be current. Okay, you rolled odds. At this point, it is about time for Salik the bird to go and drop some turd pellets.
Oh.
And as
I think early morning, a lot of the party members hear that's like owl pellets up a key.
Oh my god.
And thankfully you guys have access to like prestidigitation or what have you. So I'm assuming by the time Salik gives the key to Scaldrus, perhaps as Scaldrus has this locked box, the key is not
Fully
covered in
washed.
dung. Yeah.
I will also hand him the iron flask with Paracelsian, since it is his mission.
Yes, awesome. I wasn't sure exactly who had the iron flask. So, Scaldrus, you now have a key to the locked box that contains a hood, as far as you are aware.
I would hope so. It would suck if there
Well,
wasn't
isn't-
anything in here. Well, see how well my thievery is with a simple key. I insert it and click.
Okay. With the key inserted into the box opens silently with a smooth action. And you find within a golden hood, or I guess a hood of white cloth with golden lace around it, and the symbol of a sun god is sewn into the back of the hood. Now, at this point, if you would wish to identify the hood, you could do so.
Yes.
I believe you guys just cast identify for free, or you ritually cast
at
it,
will.
whatever. Very nice. Okay, so the hood of this is the hood of Saint Ignatius. The creature that is carrying the hood has this. You must attune to the hood, and either wear it or have it on your possession. Your AC is increased by 3, and you gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. If you are a celestial, the hood also grants resistance to force, lightning, radiant, and thunder damage. If you fall to 0 hit points while wearing the hood, you instead fall to 1 hit point. But the hood falls to the ground and cannot be worn by that creature again for the next 24 hours.
Hmm.
If you guys had managed to get the hood out of the box during your fight, it would have been able to grant its benefits to a creature immediately, but when not in dire need, you will need to attune to the hood.
Interesting.
Well, that's an interesting feature.
Yeah, that's kind of
Two.
unique. That's fun.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in Discord because it's like really being funky. So I will send the description here.
I would have definitely not taken out of the hood out of the box during the fight, because that would have been a terrible thing.
Yeah,
More
that
things
definitely wouldn't have been my first instinct.
that How dare you, Isaac? Do better with your formatting. You don't have a card? Oh, you're muted, Isaac.
Does it matter what beer?
No, anything. Okay. Yep. Sorry, that was I have dinner. The oven is
Nice.
finished cooking. and
Dinner.
you guys
Yeah.
have the Hood of Saint Ignatius. So you said you would have left it in the box during the fight, which is a very wise call. What does Scaldrus feel like doing with the hood at this point in time?
Um, restraining the feeling of wanting to put it on sounds like a great idea to put it on. Why wouldn't I put it on? Nah. Nah, I should really take care of this and actually do something with this. Or if I could put it on.
I can just imagine Skull just muttering while holding the hood in front of him, like, what do I do?
Do I burn this? Well, it has such cool features. I could use those features, but a horrible creature was trying to get this
But at the same time,
demonic thing.
most of the stuff for the Ascension is like destroyed, and Paracelsion is very much incapacitated. So the likelihood of anybody trying to steal it for that same Ascension would be slim.
Well,
Must
as
the
the
heavens be destroyed because the demons seek to perverse that which exists? I'm in favor of you using it, Skuldrus.
Yeah. If you're not going to use it, then like, I don't know, hold it up in our castle on the material plane or something. Lock it away.
I was about to be like an monologue of all of my friends talking about logically why I should wear this. I firmly establish I'm going to wear this.
Okay.
Not realizing that they're actually saying it out loud and not in my brain as I'm holding it.
And as
put
you
it on.
identify on the hood, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Ooh.
Okay. With your at-will casting of identify and your feel for the magic items around you, with the box open, you are able to identify that there is a command word to open the box, and the command word, or I guess command phrase, is flux capacitor.
Of course.
So, yeah, if you want to, Reddit said maybe just lock it away in your keep, but yeah, that's always an option. So you immediately feel sort of elevated. The hood feels impossibly light on your head, and your face like doesn't glow, but you feel like you are beaming with radiant light. And after a short rest, you will be attuned to the hood.
Nice.
Almost like Moses.
I'm in the hood now.
And with that done, Nina, go ahead and roll one more die. Again, evens will be current, odds will be not current. Okay. It is at this point that okay, I did not grab the token for this page, but we're in the garden. So yeah. At this point, a white unicorn strides into the garden, beaming with joy and exuberance. Its orange mane and tail flowing and flicking behind it. As it walks through the grove, some of the various holy druids that take care of the grove, they gasp or nod, and it strides up to you all. It will stride up to Scaldrus specifically, and it neighs gracefully. In your heads, you hear a calm voice say, "I was sent by Mordenkainen to be of assistance in a small journey."
Do you
Sweet.
speak horse?
Thanks. I can speak with animals.
No, I'm
It
asking. I'm
it speaks
asking the
common.
horse.
And,
Oh,
oh, you ask it if it can speak horse?
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
it's a
nay?
unicorn, so maybe not.
Yes, I can speak with horses. Well,
Crazy.
my name is Uni,
Ugh.
and I was sent fairly quickly. Could you please give me a bit of a rundown on the situation?
Are you unified? Being uni?
Well, I actually often travel with a band of adventurers, so I feel a lack of union right now. But you seem like a merry bunch, and I'm sure we will get along just fine.
All right. Rundown. I have the Philosopher's Stone, and I would like to figure out how to use it for good rather than for evil. We also have the Hood of Ignatius that is being used for good at the moment. We took it away from Paracelsian, and we have Paracelsian in a jar. And we need him
A
to
jar.
stay in a jar or disappear.
I just imagine you doing this as like a game show host that's like, and we have this prize, and this other prize, and behind this.
And behind this door, the Philosopher's Stone.
I did it.
Hopefully, Kurt relieves herself of the Philosopher's Stone behind closed doors. And
Man, that's a horrible kidney
Uni-
stone to have.
Thankfully, it's got healing properties. But so Uni takes it all in. Well, so perhaps the most grievous matter is this Paracelsian. Did you all have a plan or ideas of what to do with him? Let me rack my brain for ideas.
That's kind of why we wanted to go to Mordenkainen, to get a better idea. Because, I don't know, somebody mentioned taking him to the Abyss for him to be destroyed there, and I feel like that could go wrong. We could also take him to the Void of Negative Energy, potentially. That would cause damage over time, but maybe that would release him from the flask, which would not be ideal. Yeah, I don't have good ideas.
We need somebody who is at the same level of magic as him. Mordenkainen.
Well, yeah, I don't. Paracelsian might bring with himself a notoriety or a heat that Mordenkainen may not wish to bring to his magnificent city. The god that comes to mind when I think of dealing with this problem would be Helm. God of guardians and protectors.
Where's he at?
So Helm resides in the Everwatch. In his divine realm, the Everwatch kind of moves around within the the House of the Triad. And the House of the Triad is like four mountains that sort of border the Great Mount Celestia. It is a bit of a neighboring plain. So, yeah, if you wish to, not the demi-plane, it is a plane of itself. Just a bordering plane. Also contains the realm of Ilmater, or perhaps you know the god Tyr.
Sounds familiar.
So, that would be my suggestion. Head to the House of the Triad, and find Helm, and have him guard Paracelsion. Does that seem like a reasonable option to you all?
Sure.
Why not?
Okay. And then you have this stone that you want to figure out how to use it, or
Yeah. Like, can we unlock its power and use it for our people? Or
Forge
I
it
don't know.
into a staff.
That would be cool.
well, that does definitely sound like something in Mordenkainen's wheelhouse.
Flashy.
If you all have some time to visit with him, perhaps you could dig into that one further.
I feel like we should probably take care of Paracelsion first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, surely. Surely, and I don't know if you all have any other pressing matters at hand. And then you, kind sir, in red, what is your name?
Scourgus.
Scaldrus. Ooh, fine, fiery name. You have just recently acquired that hood. You wish to just try it out?
I feel like I have to be wearing it now.
Oh. Why is that?
It felt like it was just it came logically to me that I should have it.
I see. Well, unfortunately, I'm racking my brain, but that particular helm, that hood, looks like quite the artifact, but its origin eludes me. Well, I would love to join you all on the Infinite Staircase, but I am not capable of opening that door over there. She says.
What, you got
Do
too long of
unicorns not have, like,
arms?
telekinesis or something?
Uni does not have telekinesis, at least to open doors.
That seems very inconvenient.
As cool as she is, at the end of the day, she's still just a unicorn.
That sucks.
Yeah, just a unicorn. So you guys head on to the Infinite Staircase.
We shall.
Who takes the lead here?
I guess I can.
All right. Once you open the door, Uni will follow you step for step, and she will carefully, clamber up these stairs. You guys emerge out onto some creaky wooden stairs that extend up and down for a while. Uni concentrates for a moment as you all gather onto a small landing where the door you're emerging is from. All right. Let us head up the staircase toward the House of the Triad. And
How
she,
long is the walk for this?
well, the staircase, it is enigmatic, to say the least. I am positive of the direction of our travels, but won't know the door and its location until we reach it.
Okay. I'm looking at Uni. I'm seeing a horse is probably gonna have some trouble going upstairs. So I'm gonna cast Windwalk on us just to make life a little easier.
Really aren't horsing around.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. As you cast Windwalk, Uni will say, "Much appreciated. Please remember, stay very close to the staircase. The caretaker of the staircase does not take kindly to those who try to subvert it."
That makes me
So you
so
all
much more curious now.
transform into. You could roll religion if you wish. If you are too curious about that,
I am curious.
so you all transform into a misty, gaseous version of yourselves.
There's religion. Jeez. I don't use that skill very often. Oh. Never mind.
That works
I will tell
great.
you. I
Curious,
believe
but
earlier
I'm
in the campaign.
very unknown.
Yeah, I believe earlier in the campaign it was said which god is in charge of the infinite staircase, but it eludes your mind at this moment.
Yep, that's fair.
All right. Nina, could you once again roll could you roll a d6 this time for me?
Starting to get nervous with how much I'm rolling.
All right. You all in your wispy forms, and ascending quite quickly, you ascend the staircase for an hour and a half. About this point, current, you do feel a fairly intense need to use the restroom. you you felt it about 10 minutes ago, and you feel like it might be best if you stopped and took care of your Philosopher's Stone problem now before
I'm
moving
going to
forward.
open the first door that I find.
Okay.
And
So cool. You stop and you come out of your wispy form. Could you go ahead and roll a d20? 8. Okay. All right. This door on the landing where you stop is around the corners of the door are very large elk antlers, and the door is a thick wooden door. You
neat.
come out of your misty, gaseous form, and can you revert? Can you go back into gaseous form after you revert?
I don't think so. I think I would
Oh
have
yeah,
to.
you until the spell ends, you can revert to cloud form. So,
Oh, sweet.
cool. You step through the door, and Feeling the call of nature within you, you step out into a tranquil clearing in a forest filled with ginormous trees. The clearing is filled with grass, and the grass is fairly trampled down by the scamperings of small-footed creatures. You have ample privacy and can go conduct your business here without worry. Well, go ahead and roll a d20. This is a pretty wild place. You don't want a 5 or below. Okay, nice. No, so this is you have emerged into the Beastlands, the chaotic good, I believe, upper plane. You are greeted by Hollyphants, the small elephant creatures with wings. They have just been out at a bubbling brook, and as you come through the door, they serenade you with bubbles blown from their trunks. This is like whatever Current's idyllic place is. I don't know if you've seen the Rick and Morty episode where Rick has a planet with a toilet. Where he takes the most serene poops in the universe. This is Current's place for that.
Amazing.
And you like there is a natural stump or rock formation. You do your business, and the Philosopher's Stone is just immediately rinsed by natural flowing spring water, totally perfectly clean, cleaner than it's ever been before. And the one unfortunate thing is that you can't stay in this place forever, and you've got to get back to your party and figure out what to do with this stone.
Because Rick will come after you for pooping in his place that he never wanted anybody else to poop in.
The unexpected crossover.
And he will come and murder you multiple times.
I believe it.
In reference to
Yeah,
the
if he
episode.
finds out you went there, he'll be waiting for you in hell.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
Because he is hell.
So, yeah, Current goes back to the party. Does the rest of the party revert back to normal forms, I guess, and just wait on the landing there? Or perhaps in the clearing to be sure she doesn't get mauled by a ginormous creature in the Beastlands?
We're level super high.
You just wait in the staircase. Sure, she'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm in a gaseous form and feel real high right now.
Okay. So does anybody revert, or do you all just float there waiting for her to return and then continue your journey? Oh. I guess if nobody feels strongly, you all probably just hang out. So Current, you go back out there. Your party members cannot talk to you. They're in gassy form. And you can also go to gassy form and continue your travels.
Will do.
You now have this the Philosopher's Stone is a like palm-sized rock that it's kind of I don't know if amber is the right color, but it's a translucent rock that glows with a brilliant gold color. And after 20 minutes of ascending, Uni stops and reverts to material form outside a stony door. The door is a very it is cut exceptionally well, and it is a gray stone. Kildrak is sure this came from under a mountain somewhere.
That is incredibly specific insight from me.
It's a stone. It came from a mountain.
This stone came from the ground.
If you would wish to roll like investigation with advantage, you totally could. glean any insights about it, or you can just open the door and not worry about the stone.
I would totally do that if I was on this page at all. Give me a second to pull myself up. This is riveting gameplay here. I can't read. Stone cunning, not even useful when I use it.
It probably came from like a quarry in a mountain. So there's that.
How's it any better?
Does Current open the door then, or Kildrak, or?
Kildrak's over there musing about stones, and I'm like, cool, it's a door. I'm going through it.
Kildrak, yeah, admires the stone, unsure of any real details about it, but it's good stone. As you step through, onto a bit of a ledge, this stair emerges into a small town filled with celestial beings that is built onto a mountainside here. And Uni says, all right, we had best ask the locals where the Everwatch may be. That his watchtower does not stay put. Could be on any of the four. Okay, wow. I'm just realizing that there's 4 mountains in the place called the House of the Triad. That just really bothers my brain, but it's fine. Any of the 4 mountains.
Okay, you know, I heard that when you first said it, but I thought I misheard that from some reason. But I'm glad you confirmed that, because it was also
Nope,
bothering.
yeah. I think the House of the Triad is referring to a group of 3 gods. But yeah, it
Ah!
bothers me a bit, for sure. And I do like this specific art here. I am not sure what it is from, but it's on the Forgotten Realms wiki, and it kind of shows how like there's this distinction between the Great Mountains, and so that like the highest up one, the most separate from the rest of the mountains, would be Mount Celestia that you can get to from this separate but bordering upper plane.
Oh,
But yeah, there's celestial humanoids, lower tier angels, and the beings who ascended from the mortal life to divine forms here, and just kind of a diverse, holy populace in this town. Is there anybody in particular you'd want to ask? Just kind of grab the first rando you run into.
I'm gonna look for someone who seems religious.
Okay,
you should probably avoid me then.
go ahead. Go ahead and roll perception. I think the triad is Ilmater, Torm, and Tyr. 21. You see, you guys kind of just stroll into town, and you notice all of these. There are small abodes here, but all of the buildings look like miniature manors or mansions. They have ridiculous architecture and great pillars for abodes that are the size of like a fairly typical home. And there is one 3-story building and sitting on a bench outside of this building is a woman with a dazzling diadem upon her head, and the building you feel is religious to somebody. I mean, you could roll religion on it if you wish to determine something about these people in this place, or you could go up and talk to the lady.
I'll just go up to her and be like, "Hi, we're looking for Helm."
Ah, Helm. I see. Yes, you all. Yes, interesting bunch here. Hopefully, you're not looking to free one of your friends from him, but rather you are hoping to work with him for some goal.
Nope.
Yes, we need to get rid of Badman.
Oh,
Batman, no.
sure. Well, Cyamorph welcomes all travelers, and as we are lesser nobles in her presence, it is our duty to watch over those in our village. And yeah, go Nina, if you could roll just a d20 for this priestess of Cyamorph. Okay. Yes, the Everwatch is quite a ways from here, but you round this mountain. She points in a direction that is to her left. Round this mountain, ascend upwards towards the mountain beyond that. Everwatch should be on the sunward side of that peak. It's somewhere. I've not seen Everwatch in quite a while, but hopefully that is able to assist you. If you all would need any amenities, any lodging, please let me or anyone else in the town know, and we shall take to your every need.
I appreciate the offer. As far as I'm aware, I think we're good to go on the journey, unless it's nightfall. What time of
Excellent.
day is
Well,
it?
it is always some sort of daytime here in the House of the Triad. And
Well, that doesn't help
there
my
is-
circadian rhythm.
there is a light and dark side to the mountains. The luminous thing in the sky rotates, and for about 2/3 of the day, it is more on one side of these mountains. And so that is kind of how you can tell the sunward side of the great peak that she is sending you to. But the sun never really sets.
I see.
And yeah, the priestess says, "Well, I wish Cyamorph's blessing upon you, and I wish that your evildoer is brought to justice. And I am sure that Helm will ensure that is done. Blessings on your journey. And please,
Thank you.
the house down there." She indicates in the direction that she is sending you. The 3 houses down on the right. They just made a batch of wondrous chocolates. Please help yourselves.
Ooh, candy.
It's
Isaac,
been so about chocolate.
I whispered.
Okay.
This chocolate was indeed mentioned.
What are you gonna do with that chocolate?
So
I'm
while the
gonna go
party,
eat it.
I'm gonna lick it.
yeah, you guys can go. This the chocolate is wondrous, and each chocolate is filled with a different fruit filling, and they just like explode in your mouth with flavor.
Whoa.
And while the party talks to the priestess and gathers chocolates, just Scaldrus asks around town for a little bit.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Okay. Scaldrus asks around town, and all the divine nobles that live within this village, you describe so what you're looking for, and they say, unfortunately, the House of the Triad is not. I don't think there's any places where you're going to find such magical items for sale or whatnot. You might have to look in a merchant district. I know the Plane of Fire has a lot of commerce, or as in a material plane, or somewhere in the astral, perhaps even. But unfortunately, yeah, we're that sort of artifact. You just don't really see much of those around here. And,
Basically, I go around and I'm asking about staffs because I've lost a great staff, and I'm like, almost acting like an addict of needing a new staff to replace it. So I'm like, both I know where to get one, but I'm like, I just need one right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are not able to immediately give you anything to stave your desire. Stave.
Stave.
Okay.
What?
Anyways, you know what I
Stave?
mean.
Yeah, I think that's technically right.
Take your desire and stuff it. No. So then, full of chocolates as the party head out on their way, with Uni the unicorn happily bounding on these mountain trails.
Eating my
As long
chocolate
as
in
I'm actually
sadness.
full.
Can unicorns eat chocolate?
Oh. Are they like
Animals.
dogs?
Uni would definitely eat at least 3 of these chocolates. She tears them up, and she loves them.
Sweet.
Well, I'm sure Dolly would
Totally
tear them up too,
figure
but
out.
they're not supposed to.
So at this point, let's go ahead. Anyone who is proficient in survival can roll survival.
Okay. Survival, where is it?
It's the last one.
Oh. If I am that half proficient thing, do I roll anyways?
Yeah, sure.
19.
You are a jack of all trades.
Totally thought you were about to say, you are a jackass.
All right, so Current confidently takes the lead, and you guys make it to a high point on what would be the back side of this mountain. If you consider the side nearest the next mountain up is the backside, and the sun is getting low on the sunward side of the mountain. Would you guys wish to find a solid place to set up camp and rest here?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Probably. Do we need to be like that worried about anyone attacking us, or can we just like chill?
You have evil in your
You
heart.
you don't really. If you are an evil soul, the Hollyphants may bludgeon you in your sleep.
Jeez.
So you, with your
Don't
guys'
help it.
survival, you find a nice inset part of the mountain there, where there's like a waterfall on one side, and in this kind of cut out section of the mountain nearby a trail, you all can rest, and the sun is like blocked by the mountain there, so you have a solid place to rest. You have not encountered hostile beings. The most unique sight during the day was a pair of dancing coatls, like flying divine serpent beings that danced through the sky and then into a waterfall, and they eventually swam down the stream and disappeared out of your sight. And you guys are able to rest, no issue. And the next day, you make your way toward the second mountain up on the House of Triad here. As you guys continue on your way, you are going to need to find the moving Everwatch, where Helm resides. So we can go ahead and do this in like sort of turn order. It's sort of a skills challenge, but a fairly laid back skills challenge. We'll say wherever or whoever would like to take the lead as you first step on the foothills of this next mountain. Any skill that you think might be suitable for finding a moving watchtower. It could be interacting with locals, you could be just searching, or otherwise. Who would like to take initiative here?
I can turn into an eagle and scout above. Roll perception.
Okay. So that gives you advantage on your perception.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Damn. That's pretty bad.
Oof.
That was a
What?
one.
Is that a highest roll of 2?
Yep.
Rolled
Yep.
A 1 and a 2.
Better than a crit.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
but that's just disappointing.
So the party encounters a bit of a fork in the trail not too long into your journey, and Current decides to scout ahead. Unfortunately, her scouting is unsuccessful, and you guys are just going to have to pick one of the two paths. Not wishing to dally any further.
Okay, well, right is right, so we're going right.
All right.
Alrighty. You guys continue up the foothills of the mountain here. Does Retatu want to take charge now and perform a skill check of his own, or does someone else want to?
Sure. I'll do. What about acrobatics? Along the highest points to like try to catch a glimpse of something.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that is a skill that could very much make sense here. Yeah, you all are noticing that the gargantuan nature of the mountains for one, and the just kind of whimsical, otherworldly nature of things being blown out of proportion or exaggerated versions of like mountain features that you would ever find on a material plane. It makes navigating this place not the easiest, and especially not when you are searching for something. Let's see here.
It's rather upsetting.
Are we going to fail the chill skills challenge?
Thankfully for Retatu here, acrobatics is something that Uni prides herself in, and she loves to do her best imitation of a mountain goat. So Uni will help you with acrobatics here, and you may roll one more time as you have advantage on your acrobatics check.
Okay, fingers crossed. All right, improvement. 19.
A 19. Okay, better than a 15. Any modifiers on it or?
I guess I can inspire myself through song as I'm leaping through the trees.
Oh no, definitely, yeah. Yourself and the rest of the party. And wow, okay.
Okay,
So
that
a
was good.
27 on your acrobatics check as Uni clambers up a section, a crag with very small footholds. She leans down, and Retatu is able to clamber up after her with the support of her horn. You notice a glimpse of this strange watchtower. It is made of whitish gray stone, and the watchtower, it must be airborne, as you see a glimpse of the top of this watchtower between two ridges. It just slowly floats toward the dark side of the mountain direction, and eventually fades out of your view as the rest of the party climbs up on this ridge. But you have seen Everwatch,
Land
and
ho!
you know which
Okay.
direction to continue going. So then, with Scaldrus and Kildrak, who would like to take initiative from here and continue navigating the mountain?
I mean, without much of a prompt, I would think Scaldrus has a better survival roll than I do.
You don't think you can survive this?
Not with a +1.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, no.
So until Kildrak sees a problem that he thinks he can solve, which is not just blank navigation in a direction, he'll decide let Scaldrus take the lead.
Yeah. If you guys wish to like seek out locals and ask them for directions or help, like that's always a possibility. But yeah, we've had a perception and acrobatics rolled so far in this endeavor. So if Skull just wants to roll survival, that's definitely a possibility here.
Can I do an investigation?
Investigation would work.
Cool, that's a +13.
How the heck do you have a +13?
I have a
It doesn't
+13.
matter.
I
I
have
have
a
a
+13
+19.
on deception and intimidation,
What the heck?
investigation, and nature and perception.
That's quite a
Expertise
Y'all are
means
crazy.
something.
Well, a 16.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You have any modifiers or? Just roll with a 16 here.
Roll a hero die.
Okay. A 5 makes that a 21. So as you are navigating this mountain that is just colossal, otherworldly in scale, and quite vertical, what is Scaldrus looking for to help you guys ascend and get closer to the side of the mountain where Everwatch is?
I'm looking for the airflow that gives us the areas that look like there's rushing winds going across, and looking for the areas that kind of like drive us upwards.
Yeah, looking for the shortest path.
Mm-hmm. Like even like looking at plants and rocks to see if I can see the airflow moving in a particular direction.
Okay. Yeah, so Scaldrus, after clambering up some treacherous paths here with Redatu in the lead, Scaldrus scopes out a solid, safe and efficient path for the party to continue. And now, at this point, after most a day of traveling, you round a corner and you see this floating watchtower that is, I mean, fairly, it doesn't look too godly. It just looks like a nice solid watchtower made of this whitish stone. It's very slowly floating along the landscape. So how would you all like to get out to this watchtower that's floating by the mountainside?
I can cast Windwalk again.
I mean, that seems like
Yeah.
the simplest option.
That is probably one of your best options to do. So you guys windwalk, and you can zoom on towards the Everwatch here. And after just 10 minutes or so, brisk travel, fighting some battering winds, you are close enough to see this watchtower has a central watch house at the pinnacle. Around it is a grand balcony, and you, as far as you can tell, doesn't look like there's anyone home. The balcony's empty. The bottom of the watchtower is just floating along above the mountain there. You don't see like lights inside. It's
Is
just
there an entrance?
floating. There are doors from the upper watch house into the balcony, and there is a landing, a small landing at the base of the watchtower, where there are some great double doors.
Hildrak will go in that direction and start reforming in front of the big double doors.
Okay.
I'm going to assume nothing happens while I sit there and reform.
Nope. You the watchtowers just floats along very slowly.
All right.
And
We are here to see Tyr, right?
Helm.
Okay. I done got my deities mixed up.
God of Guardians.
All right. I will. Is there a knocker or anything on this door?
Yeah, there is a knocker on each of the double doors.
I will use the one on the right and knock a few times and then loudly announce, I and my companions have traveled here seeking an audience with Helm, that he or one of his devotees may aid us in our quest to rid the plains of great evils.
You, as you are finishing your proclamation, both of the doors swing open, and you see the door on the right is being pulled open by. It looks like an animated suit of armor made of mithril metal, and doors open into an entryway that is barren, aside from some banners depicting Helm's victories, Helm's tenets, and this suit of armor that, once the door is open, just steps to the side and stands there.
I will proceed inside. I assume that most of my party has reformed and is present with me.
Yeah, I'm assuming everyone's following you, unless formative.
Yes.
So
Anybody other
you step
than the
inside.
armor?
Just the suit of armor. You all step inside. There are many bright torches lighting the hall. There, at the far end of this entryway, is the exterior wall to the other side of the watchtower, and the start of a spiral staircase that must ascend the watchtower. Once you all enter into the place, the suit of armor closes that door, and the other door closes at the same time, and then the suit of armor kind of walks around you and just slowly walks forward in the entryway.
Does this appear to be a waiting area, or?
You could roll insight.
Good.
There are a couple doors on either side of the entryway. The door on the left, you can presume, must open into a mess hall that is narrow and multi-storied. Door on the right goes toward a hallway, but yeah, it's just an entryway, and the suit of armor will continue walking, and it actually heads toward the mess hall door, and it will go into the mess hall and do armor stuff.
And do armor stuff? What is that armor stuff? Is that what does
You
an
wish
armor
to
have
follow?
do? What does an armor have to do in the mess hall? Yeah, I'll at least poke my head in after it to see if there's anyone in there.
The armor walks the perimeter of the mess hall, and the mess hall is unoccupied. Looks like it could hold maybe 45 to 60 people at most, but there's not food ready for anybody. There's just torches out. It's very clean, and the armor is pacing around.
Alrighty. I'll return to the entryway and raise my voice a little bit, not crazy or anything, but call out just hello, is anyone there? to see if anyone responds.
Your cry echoes through the open entryway and in the mess hall there, in the grand staircase to the back. And after a beat, the suit of armor re-emerges, or it stands in the mess hall doorway, and it turns its helm and faces towards you, standing there.
Could you show me where it is that guests who have come with a request should wait?
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Yeah, great.
The suit of armor pauses for many seconds. You're not sure if it acknowledged, understood what you said, and then it resumes walking at its regular pace. It heads out of the mess hall and now towards the grand spiral staircase that goes around the outside of the watchtower upwards.
All right. I guess for the rest of my party members, we should fan out and start looking for people, I guess. Don't be super rude.
I'll try my best.
Okay. So where does Kildrak head then?
I will take the hallway, not the spiral staircase.
All right.
Somebody who can fly can go that way.
Would someone speedy wish to check up the staircase then? Or someone with a flying? Does everyone wish to follow Kildrak as this Kildrak searches the place room by room?
I don't really.
Okay. So
All right, we'll move.
go ahead. Go ahead and roll perception with advantage, Josh, or investigation, either of those.
They are equally horrible.
We've had some pretty abysmal advantage rolls today.
11, 10, 11. Or 11,
There are
Either.
barracks for guards of the watchtower. Barracks are quite clean. It looks like there are effects in some of the rooms. I'm assuming you don't pry too closely, but they're very tidy, and whoever occupies these rooms may be out for some time, perhaps.
All right, up the stairs.
You ascend the stairs, and there are many dang, I forget the fancy word for arrow slits in the walls, but many of those, and small antechambers for eye holes.
I don't know.
Yeah, small antechambers as you go up, some storage, some just leisure rooms, all very clean, very tidy, presently unoccupied. You make it up to the top of the watchtower, where there's this mithril suit of armor standing off to the side in a throne room. There is the throne inside of here, in contrast to the whitish gray stone, of the watchtower, the throne is a dark, very dark gray that has like a purple tint to it. The throne is unoccupied. All around the central room are more banners depicting Helm, gates, Helm guarding gates, and divine prisons, things of that nature. What would you all like to do? Uni just follows along and unfortunately does not have any great insight as to why the watchtower is empty. She is as curious as you all are.
I'll approach as I would if there was someone sitting on the throne and give them kind of the same spiel I gave to the door. My companions and I have come to entreat your aid in disposing of a great evil that has beset the plains.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage.
Surely it'll go better this time now that I have advantage, right?
Is everybody on today?
Mm-hmm. Jared's sick, so he's just listening.
Who's Squish again?
Josh.
21.
21. Okay.
Or not,
Luke.
yeah, that's
Can I just like drop an image onto here? I don't know if that works. No, it didn't really work.
Look at the teeth.
Okay. You entreat the god of guardians, and the room rumbles.
Sure.
A dark, swirling, very dark
Just
gray with
green.
this purplish
One of the green teas.
hint.
There you go.
Mist enshrouds the whole throne,
If you want anything else, it's in the fridge.
Cool.
and well,
Love you.
Love you.
I don't think this image is gonna work on here.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'll just send this cool image of Helm in the Discord. There is a Helm. This god who appears as the mist blankets down off the throne. This disembodied god is a suit of gold armor with golden lights gleaming behind its helm as eyes. He has purple, like, I don't want to call it fur, but you know the material that like knights' helmets are made out of. I guess hair. It's like horse hair or something. He's purple adornments, and this figure sitting on the throne looks down at you and says, "Welcome to Everwatch, seekers of the Guardian." And I think that is a good time for us to take a short break. So Helm, in his throne, addresses the petitioner, Kildrak. Welcome to Everwatch. Sojourners, why have you come to this place? What do you bring?
I and my companions. Alright, sorry, I can talk. I and my companions went on a journey to one of the lower plains in pursuit of Paracelsian, one who sought to rise into the ranks of the divine with evil intent in his heart, to visit destruction and his mad version of alchemy upon the rest of the planes. My companions and I have felled his mortal form, but find it beyond ourselves to deal with his spiritual form. Instead of destroying it, as we feel may be appropriate for one who sought to rise to godhood with such evil designs. Since that is beyond our power, we have come to entreat your aid, whether that be to seal this soul beyond retrieval, or to destroy it, that it may not escape and resume its heinous designs.
I do not know of this Paracelsian you speak of. I do not know of his designs and deigns, alchemical or potentially divine. But he does sound like a dangerous fellow. You wish for me to assume the burden of watching over this soul?
Unless there is some means for us to keep this burden ourselves. But as I said, we thus far have found that to be beyond our own mortal means. And should you require it, I would not ask that you take possession of a soul that you have no knowledge of. I can recount to you what we have learned of Paracelsian and his deeds, and you may judge for yourself whether taking this burden is worthy of you or not.
You speak in fair terms. Sojourner, what is your name?
My name is Kildrak Frostbeard.
Frostbeard. Please, yes, entertain me with Paracelsian's exploits, tales of his plans.
Unless you really want me to do that as like a
Yeah,
narrative,
no,
we'll hand wave it so that I don't recap the last like 10 sessions of what we found out.
Yeah.
He embedded himself in a demon. He attempted to ascend to godhood using the essence of a different demon. What even was his plan once he ascended to godhood? Just be evil?
Be a god.
I thought he
Cackle?
was trying to take over the abyss.
Yeah.
well, yeah, you guys had postulated that he might be trying to take over that plane, Gehenna. But yeah, I don't think you guys knew specifics.
I figure the two worst offenses are he murdered a fiend and then embedded himself in that fiend's body and then tried to absorb the remnants of Obaxab to become a god. Both of those seem like very no-nos for the existing gods.
So, yeah, go ahead.
And
Yeah.
I'll sprinkle in there some tales of the depravity that we witnessed in the castle, the experiments using this sacred substance that maybe should not have been performed, the people who were ruined by it, the inventions they were trying to make as his followers.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll another persuasion check with advantage. Thanks to the help of your party members, and also just your honest
Okay.
knowledge of the
Hold on. We're gonna use that inspiration that I carried from.
Man, double fives.
Yeah. Remind me, inspiration on an advantage roll. Are we ruling that I reroll once or reroll twice?
Once.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, improvement is improvement, man.
I'll spend
Would,
one of my hero points.
Do you want a
Okay.
inspiration? Oh, it's
All
actually
That worked far better than I had hoped, so good job. My second to last hero point, I think.
You feel
yeah,
like
so
Hero point. I have 2 left.
solid hero point roll. Does Reditu want to sprinkle a bardic inspiration on top of it all, or?
I mean, that's a 19. I feel like that's pretty solid. What do you think,
Yeah.
Killjack?
I feel like I did a nice summary of our adventure. We'll see if that's up his alley and crimes that he cares about.
That's let it ride.
As you go through the tale, and Helm, being a plate of armor looking god, not very expressive. When you mention like the stealing of a fiend's body, he kind of growls low a little bit. That kind of resonates with him for whatever reason, and he nods his helm at the end of your tale. Well, yes, all that said, Paracelsian seems like a great evil. A great evil the god of guardians should protect the rest of the multiverse from. But you should know, I accept this soul from you, not out of a sense of duty, but out of gratitude.
We as well find ourselves grateful for your aid.
I think I'm
It is not often one of my appointed guardians fails at their duty. Even less often that they are avenged or redeemed. I know who you are, Frostbeard and friends.
That's our party name now.
Right.
Wait a second.
Right at the last end.
You all have my undying gratitude for avenging my angelic guardian, set to protect our multiverse from the other place which lies at the bottom of the void.
I know who he's talking about, but I do not remember that guardian's name.
Yeah, it had a whack name.
Referring to the, I assume he's referring to the skull that solar returned from the first layer of the abyss.
Has to be.
So with that, the mithril suit of armor steps forward, gauntlets outstretched. Helm says, like, waves his hand, kind of generally. Please, rescind the soul of Paracelsian. I shall watch over him going forward.
Scaldress,
What? Sorry. What am I doing?
give him the flask.
Ah. I give him a flask. Oh, wait. No, that's poison. Sorry. This flask. I think. I have too many flasks.
Give them both.
Yeah, why not?
Probably won't hurt the suit of mithril armor, so.
Probably good.
So you put a flask in each gauntlet then?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The suit of armor firmly grasps the flasks and steps back, and then will begin descending the staircase there and leaving you all. In the meantime, you turn back to the throne, where this dark purplish smoke exudes from the joints of Helm's armor. And as Helm returns back to wherever he came from, you hear him. He mutters, "Dirty, just vile thief. Good riddance." And with that, he leaves. As you turn on the right side toward the back of the room, there is one banner which shows a sort of like a bug-eyed green-gray masked thing with like stitches, large stitches running down the middle of its mask, and a flaming red hair, 3 horns extending from the top of the mask, and on that banner, this horrendous thing is locked up, and that banner seems to like furl with hatred as Helm is expressing his distaste for that thief. And you all are alone in the throne room of Everwatch.
Alright, well, since he has dismissed himself, I guess we are dismissed. Scaldress, you're in the lead. You get to go to court, I guess.
Yay.
Have fun!
I get to be stuck in court.
Oh, you all are going to court? Where's that? Uni says from the back of you all.
Down south.
Let's move on, and we'll tell you on the way.
Okay. And so you guys,
It's a really cool place.
descend
I
the
mean,
tower.
kind of hot place, but you know.
And you just wind walk off of the landing there as you leave behind the strangely empty watchtower there.
Yep. Nothing to see here. Carry on.
So as you guys make it back to the mountainside there, Everwatch slowly, silently floating along in the distance. Uni says, "So, yeah, you guys are going to court?
Scaldrix?
Yeah. Yeah. A court of.
See, some of us aren't good at remaining in possession of our souls.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
I kind of wished it upon myself.
Wait. Oh, are you guys going to the courts in Mount Celestia then?
You wish.
We
That would
do
be a
wish.
nice place.
Yeah, I agree.
I will silently produce the tome of Scaldrith's sins that I am still and provide them for Uni's reading pleasure.
Incredible.
Her face becomes sort of downcast, and she says, "Oh my, I'm sorry. Well, hey, I could go with you guys. I could follow you along. There's
Provided-
gateways to the Nine Hells on the Infinite Staircase.
Ooh,
I would not go through the door with you.
Yeah, I
No.
was gonna say, we would greatly appreciate your presence up to the door, but have no expectation of you going further.
Yeah, no, I would love to accompany you. Let us, gosh, it's getting quite late. Should we go for an evening stroll, or just set up camp now? I would say it might be safe setting up camp near, the Divine Watchtower, but strangely there was like nobody in the Watchtower, so I don't know if it's really keeping this place safe at all.
I was glad
Really
that we
are.
even got an audience to deal with our problem. So, I mean, as far as I figure, it's probably one place around here is as safe as another. We can set up camp here and be watchful, but I don't think it's that deep a choice.
it can't be as bad as hell.
No, I would certainly think not. So yeah, you guys are able to set up camp, and I think it would take about a full day's journey to get back to the entrance, the Infinite Staircase that you guys exited from. I don't think there's anything in particular you all want to do. Just travel. The Scaldrus is obviously attuned to his hood now. I guess this could be a bit of time for Current to examine the Philosopher's Stone independently if you wish. Just as you're traveling along.
Sure. I'll take a look at that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana as you in your careful descent of the mountain, you just ponder the stone.
I'm not rolling it today.
Dang. Yeah, it's quite the
Yeah,
day
that's
for
rough.
dice rolls. Um, the stone, I mean, it has the ability to heal to a great degree. You have not figured out how to harness that power exactly quite yet. You are sure that its healing power extends beyond death, or perhaps its life-keeping power prevents conditions which would normally cause death from killing those whom wield it. But yeah, it seems you're gonna need some dedicated time in a perhaps more scholarly environment to glean more insights.
Fair enough.
So yeah, would you all then like to take up the priestess of Siamorph on her offer for lodging before you all embark on the Infinite Staircase the following day?
Yeah,
Why
that's
not?
probably a
Works
good
for
idea.
me.
Yeah, towards
Absolutely.
late in the day, you make it back to this small village of nobles, and they are having a king's feast. They have slain some boars, and that just all of the food is tantalizing, and they happily share their bounty with you all, and you are given large rooms with great amenities to stay in, and you can leisurely pass the night. In the morning, as you all go to retrieve Uni from the village stables, Uni says, "Okay, so have any of you been to the Nine Hells before?"
Oh, only a couple times.
Okay.
How many
In
months
multiple
were we down there?
layers.
No, like actually, hold on. We have not been? Question mark?
What?
I don't think we have been.
Meaning,
Yeah, I
like,
don't believe any of you have been to the Nine Hells. Scaldrus only in
Looked in there once.
like visions, basically when he was dying.
I
Or-
forget that the Nine Hells is different than the Abyss.
Yeah, the Abyss is infinite. The Hells are, I guess, technically horizontally infinite, but there's only 9 layers. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It actually does.
I think some of them are finite, some of them are infinite, but that's neither here nor there.
We will not be exploring.
Uni
We are there to go to court.
says, yes. So, well, okay, I guess I should roll like religion. So, court, you're going to want to go to the Iron City, and we're gonna come out in Avernus. Any of the doors in the Infinite Staircase that are obvious are gonna go into the first layer of Avernus. So I'm not sure how far is going to be your journey to the Iron City from Avernus, but yeah, if Scaldrus, unfortunately your soul is damned to Beator, and you kind of have more experience than anyone else in the Hells, so perhaps your instincts would be best to lead us toward the door we wish to enter.
which door do I enter? Shall I do an investigation?
You guys go through the door into the Infinite Staircase, and to feel out your destination door, insight would be the most applicable skill.
Screw you. The one that I'm not good at.
So you could do investigation. Investigation will just make the check difficulty hard, which is still worth it for.
Okay.
So you have like a plus 13.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do investigation still. It's just a secondary skill here. Man, what a day for dice rolls. Well, as Scaldrus is feeling out Beator, someone who is feeling particularly hellish, could try to assist, or I don't. If Retatu would like to play a hellish tune to inspire Scaldrus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could do some of that. A little scary sounding, but sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. So go ahead and roll a d12, Andrew. Retatu fills the staircase with. You sing about Asmodeus. You guys have actually encountered Asmodeus before.
Yeah, I probably would.
With a 25 in investigation, Scaldrus strongly feels that to get to hell, you all are going to need to travel upwards on the staircase. And then go ahead and roll a d8, Andrew. All right. It's going to take a lot of traveling on the staircase. Do you all just resort to wind walking, probably, with your unicorn friend following along?
As one does.
You ascend the staircase for wind walk. It might cut your travel to 3 hours, zipping up the staircase. Careful to respect the boundaries of the stairs, of course. You don't wish to anger the goddess in charge of the staircase. And after about 3 hours, Scaldrus, you're feeling that you are being pulled. You're going upwards, but it does feel like a downward pull on like inside your chest towards your location. It feels really heavy as the form of the stairs below you shifts to a rough assault. And at a landing there, you see a red painted iron wrought door, and the door is hot enough that it gives off a faint glow.
I like hot things.
like how Scaldrus is an immediate positive reaction to this knowledge. As you all reapparate in your heads, Uni will stay in cloud form. In your heads, she says, well, thank you so much for that change of pace. And Scaldrus, I wish you the best. I must get going back to my prior engagements. I wish you all well. And Uni kind of paused 45 minutes or an hour ago. She kind of paused in front of a particular wooden door before following you guys. She is going to now head back down the stairs from whence you came.
Why are you staring at that door?
Oh, it was when you guys were in cloud form.
Oh,
Just like
dang.
a short pause, but when you see her going back down the stairs, you kind of remember, like, oh, she might know that door or something. It's probably where she's heading back to.
Ah.
Well,
Stable, so to speak.
would Scaldrus like to be the one to open this door?
Yep. Firmly grasp it.
Scaldrus, firmly grasps the iron. It is a ring handle. You pull up on it, and it burns your hand, which is a pleasing sensation to Scaldrus, but would probably not be great for like any of your other party members. You open the door to a hellish, fiery wasteland. Immediately, your nostrils are assaulted with the smell of rot and dung. This unassuming door opens out into a decrepit street, and soul larvae, these filthy maggots leaving trails of hot slime in their wake, just fester and whine as they slowly ooze across the ground. Some of them are screaming in pain. Others of them are giggling with like this giggle of horror. This is Avernus. Oh yeah, so Uni made her own religion check earlier. Said that you need to go to the Iron City, probably. You guys may have an idea of where the Iron City is, if any of you would like to perform your own religion checks about hell, or the hells. I feel like I've asked this before a while ago. Is anyone trained in religion?
Josh and Luke, I think.
I am also proficient in religion.
Oh yeah, Kildrak and Current. With Scaldrus's roll, unfortunately, you are just sure that the Iron City is probably not on Avernus.
It's north. North is is always the way that you're looking.
But yeah, Current and Kildrak could definitely roll religion at this time. As a party, all of you are quite well read on the plains, even if the hells haven't been forefront of your questions in the past. Dang.
I'm not supposed to roll
Well,
higher.
What a day for rolls.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah, you all are, well, yeah, I would say Current is quite unsure. Kildrak and Scaldrus are pretty positive that the Iron City is not going to be on Avernus. Thankfully for you, Avernus is full of horrible, awful locals who could perhaps offer you information about the Iron City. You all step out of this alleyway in this like decrepit. It's not even like a village. It's just like a collection of huts, really. In front of
Anyone
you,
speaking, I
and
nominate Rechitu.
think he talks like devils.
I think he has the highest persuasion.
He's
What?
got that.
Okay, I was wondering what exactly he was going for.
You've got that condemned soul vibe.
He has the highest. What is your persuasion?
You know, I forgot I have a special persuasion thing from one of the cards, plus 12.
Hmm.
But I'd assume the bard has higher. What's your persuasion?
13.
Let's see here. Persuasion is 13. So not much higher.
Yeah. So you guys have
Yeah.
a lot of persuasion here. Yeah, so outside of the small collection of huts, in front of you and to the left is a literal mountain of shit.
Ugh.
You all are not exceptionally read up on the Nine Hells, so you're not quite sure what this horrific landmark is. Yeah. But Avernus, let me tell you if there's devils or things around this mountain of shit.
Ah, shit.
What?
We're gonna have a
Come
crappy
on, that's
time.
gotta count as a notable location. Dang it.
The amount of puns we
Okay,
can
I'm gonna
make.
have to. Well, if I can't find this too easily, yep, okay. We're gonna roll for it. Oh, whoa. There's an interactive map of Avernus. Well, that's a rabbit hole I can get down some other time. Who would like to roll to see if promising looking devils are hanging out by the mountain of shit?
What role would that be?
That's a good question. Will just a D20 roll. You're gonna want a 15 or higher for this particular location to seem promising at all.
So have Kildrak or Attitude roll it.
I'm on board with that.
Suppose that makes sense. Alright,
I'm
Kojak.
just tired of rolling bad.
It's like the game knew that Garrett wasn't here, and so it said, so the one that lives with Garrett needs to also roll bad.
By approximation.
Uh-huh.
Alright, cool. I will step forward. What is it you need of me?
A D20. To be honest, you might want to roll below a 15. If you roll below a 15, you are going to want to go somewhere other than the mountain of shit.
Huzzah!
Yeah. There are bloat flies, other nasty flying devilish, fiendish creatures that seem not very intelligent. You're probably going to want to head to some other place to get more information.
Okay, let's search for a different shit pile.
Does it have to be a shit pile?
Well, you're
the shitty situation
you're gonna
we have
find
is-
out.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. And, you know, a pile of shit is a little subjective.
How?
So,
Okay.
Luke, go ahead and roll a D8.
An 8. A 4 for you.
Okay. There's too much stuff going on in Avernus.
What does that mean?
Before you, behind you, away from the mountain of shit, is off in the distance, there is a collection, like you could almost call it a city, of ramshackle buildings. you have, like, these seem almost as bad as like what a Knoll city, how it might look. Like you might see a city of Knolls in Inagu's realm, but this place appears to be more of goblin make. And as you guys, well, yeah, would you like to go that way? There's also further in the distance, if you went around this goblin city, there appears to be perhaps a road off in the distance, and like dozens and dozens of miles down this road, there is an active battle happening, but that is a ways off in the distance.
Okay, I'm thinking we hit up the goblins, or at least the goblin-appearing thing, and if obviously that's, doesn't help us out much, then we just kind of keep going down the road.
I'm kind of shocked goblins are surviving in Avernus.
Well, that's why I'm saying goblin-looking thing, because maybe it's not actually goblins.
So,
Good point.
Or they are flesh. They're not stone.
you guys head out that way, and
They're just
across
applying-
the cracked wasteland, so the smells of sulfur and molten stone start to overwhelm the smell of rot and dung.
Yay?
You see, heading away from the goblin-looking city, there is a shambling creature. This creature appears, it is probably like just barely into the medium-sized category, so bigger than goblins, much bigger than the unintelligent, blubbering soul larvas, and this whitish blob of a creature with stubby blob arms and little things that could be legs or maybe pseudopods that's like dragging it across the ground. It has a very fat lower lip, like it's pushed out, like the thing is crying profusely, wailing. It doesn't really seem to care about your approach. It is caught up in its bemoaning.
Hello, vile creature.
Did you call me vile?
No, I called you a creature, dumbass.
You called me a dumbass?
No, I said creature. My gosh. Idiot.
Oh, idiot. You called me idiot. You did. I heard it.
Okay, you got me. Look, you are pretty smart.
Oh, you called me smart. Why? I'm heading back to the shit heap. This place behind me. It's so horrible. Full of goblins. They worship something like that. Who ever heard of a god of cooperation? Who would come up with the peaceable lands? Oh, it's so horrible there. Thank you for calling me a dumbass. I appreciate the hate.
Yeah, you're welcome. Glad I could help you out.
Tears streaming profusely from its eyes. It continues moaning and wailing as it proceeds, but it's got like a little bit more sniffles in its moans. it did seem to slightly cheer it up that you belittle it so much. And
Hey.
with that, you guys continue on your way until you reach there. This goblin city is surrounded by a short, like 6 to 8 foot tall wall of mostly metal, like crude rods shoved into the ground. And as you approach a checkpoint, there are some goblins. Hey there, strange-looking adventurers coming through these parts. What brings you to the peaceable lands?
Okay, I'm not talking
Can
anymore.
we
I had
just
a weird
go-
encounter with the thing over there, leaving me kind of
We
scarred.
we don't want to be here. We want to get to court. Can we just leave? Thanks.
We've had a shitty time. We need to have non-shitty time.
Oh, well, if you want a non-shitty time, then you do want to be in the peaceable lands. Humanoids, non-fiends, so hard to deal with.
I mean,
So,
it could
so
be
you
worse.
do
You could be
wish-
like an.
2 sentences.
you do wish to enter the peaceable lands, then?
Is that where the courts are?
Just to get through it.
We have sort of a court here. Are you looking for the courts of the 9 hells?
Yes.
Is there any other?
Well, those would be in the Iron City. I mean, surely if you guys promise to be peaceable and cooperative, we could let you into our land, and you could probably find someone to help you out.
I mean, as
What's
long
the
as no one
cost?
attacks us, we won't attack them.
All right. Sounds good. Up in the gate, he says, and smacks a rough spear. They're standing on this like kind of guard tower by the gate, and some goblins heave on these ropes and pulleys, and this gate slowly creaks open, and you guys are granted entrance into the peaceable lands of Bargrivjek. So, yeah, there's just a lot of goblins in this place. There are a few non-goblins, but some other fiendish beings. And yeah, how do you guys? Who do you seek out? How do you look for information to get you to the courts?
Who do we see?
A lot of goblins that performing all sorts of various duties, mostly like military related. But there's, I mean, the goblins, if nothing else, they are exceptionally cooperative, and they will generally stay out of your way as you move through the city. So any type of being that you're looking for to question in particular?
Whoever seems like the highest, like the leader of them.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
I'm gonna yell in the middle of the square and be like, whoever takes us to the 9 courts can have this soul coin.
I forgot you still have.
As you yell that out, like before you finish, a goblin stops what he was doing, carrying some equipment across an alleyway there, and he begins to say, pipe down. But when you mention the soul coin, you do draw many the attention of many heads, and a group of a couple goblins will approach you. Andrew, with your perception, you can see up on a mound there's probably some sort of war chief or similar leader in a sturdier goblin-built large hut up there. But yeah, crowded around Current, a couple of goblins can greedily say, "Soul coin? What is it that you need, miss?"
I need a guide to the Court of the 9 Hells.
Ooh, the court. The court, yes. And this, you must go to this, the Iron City. They're all kind of shouting out answers, and one goblin is kind of like the 7th or 8th goblin to come over there. He wears sort of traveling adventurers type clothes. He looks very well kitted and suited for long journeys. He pipes up above the rest. I can be your guide. I will be your guide, and I shall take you to the courts in the Iron City. And the other goblins look and kind of slump, shrug, and step back, recognizing that this goblin has claimed the bounty.
I will say, perfect. Thanks so much. And how many goblins are, like, huddled around us right now?
About 9 goblins, and you have the interest of some other goblins in the near vicinity.
Whichever one spoke up, I'm gonna give them 5 gold pieces each. And be like, thanks for helping.
Gold. Oh, you just for walking over here, huh? Sure. And this all take some gold and walk off. And hello, I'm Busy Feet. And as he says his name, some of you can't help but look down. His bare feet do look quite busy, just covered in blisters and pustules, oozing.
I'm feeling
shall
bad.
lead you.
That concerns me.
I shall lead you to this, to the Iron City, and help you find the court that you seek.
And be
Awesome.
aware.
That would be great.
Be careful of not crossing us.
Well, I did accept your bounty, just the one of me, and there's quite a few of you. You're all larger than me.
Be
You
nice.
have my word that I will not try to mess with you. About that soul coin, are you paying up front or
Upon arrival.
on arrival? And my 5 gold pieces up front?
Yeah, sure. I'll give him 5. And then I'm
Okay, thank
casting
you.
Greater Restoration on him and Cure Wounds just to fix his feet.
Oh, back! Don't touch me! Did you wish to mess with my feet?
You don't want to be healed?
Yeah, she's got a thing for him. I don't know, man.
Oh my.
my feet are adapted to traveling. I would appreciate if you left them alone.
Don't they hurt though?
No, they are great. And he steps up and down a few times, and you hear at least once like a cracking sound when his foot lands on the ground.
I am
Well traveled.
horrified.
So, yes, and then also, you were going to give me that 5 gold up front?
Yeah, I make it 10 for easy math.
Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh. Don't be a trickster.
The goblin? No.
Nah, never.
When it comes to money? No.
Yeah, so he asks this after you have given him 5 gold. But if, yeah, so would you wish to give him another 5 and like explain that you're being generous, or withhold the extra 5 if he's trying to be deceitful?
I'll be generous. Be like, hopefully you can use the extra 5 to get some shoes.
Yes, thank you for the extra. I mean, no, the 5 gold up front, very generous. All right. We are going to need, we're going to have to find ourselves a portal. A portal to this.
Do you know where that is?
The nearest one is, nearest portal that would, suit our purposes. Situated above the river Styx. Over that way. Kind of points, the opposite direction of the road.
Is it far?
From here, the portal. Let us see. Maybe 6 hours of journey. You know, not far. But this is Avernus. We must watch ourselves. I travel at a safe pace. And then yes, once we cross through the portal, it will be a decent bit of journeying to make it to the Iron City. Capiche?
Yep. I'm gonna cast Windwalk to get us there faster and hopefully safer.
We're getting high so much this session.
So you go ahead and cast Windwalk, and you could go ahead and roll either Arcana or Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Okay. As you all are in your cloudy, windy form, Busy Feet goes to take a step, and then another step, and he looks down. He like passes his misty hand through his cracked, disgusting feet, and then he like wills himself forward in the air without using his feet at all, and he just starts weeping with joy. And he is just so overwhelmed. He does not have to stand on his just decimated feet.
I'm just gonna say, this is what shoes could feel like.
I would greatly love shoes. Okay. Follow me. And you guys can whisk your way on out of the peaceable lands, across the cracked, hellish landscape. From the sky, as you all travel, every once in a while, Like sometimes over by the ongoing battles that are happening across the landscape, there are meteor swarms and horrible things summoned from the sky. But sometimes brimstone just falls from the sky. And so at one point during your travel, I am going to need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Whew, nice.
Hope I don't lose concentration.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be tough. So those of you who roll below a 15 will take 14 fire damage, and anyone who succeeds will take half.
You said 14 or
I'll
15?
make my concentration saving throw.
Busy feet will barely succeed. Yeah, you have to beat a 15 on your saving throw to succeed.
So then it's 7. Okay.
And after, he said 6 hours, and that is going at a kind of a horrible pace, considering you're dealing with the Avernus landscape, but with Windwalk, you guys are able to cross this distance in just over an hour. And on this section of the river Styx has cut deeply into this rocky shoreline here, and there's kind of cliffs that go down to the river Styx, and so a little ways away from this large contraption that it is anchored on both sides of the river, surrounded in chains. There is this pillar, this obelisk thing constructed over the river, and it seems to be go ahead, as you guys change out of your misty form a good bit away, everyone roll perception.
Dang.
Okay.
30. 29.
So-
Yeah, Jesus.
It is this device is sucking some sort of energy out of the river, and Current and Reditu, you can tell that this is an ancient piece of artillery of some sort. It is pointed and narrow at the bottom and very wide at the top. Maybe it fires some sort of scatter shot projectile, and it is sucking these wisps, howling, some screaming, some crying, moaning, etc. These wisps of what must be memories from the river Styx to fuel itself. It is currently manned. There are some bone devils watching either side of this device, and as you guys rematerialize, Busy Feet says, so we're gonna have to get through the bone devils, and then the portal is in the side of the contraption there.
Are they gonna be peaceful?
It depends if they like us.
Oh,
We
boy.
gotta give them a good reason for us to be there.
Is the court
It
date not
depends
coming
on
up?
their mood. So I don't. I mean, I'm gonna stay back just because I don't want to get poked by their tail. But I'm sure you guys are gonna figure it out. So yeah, you guys are. And there's a good chance that the Bone Devils may have noticed you. Busy Feet did bring you in a way that like they would have to be quite observant to have noticed you. But you're not sure if you tried to like sneak around if you would really have the drop on them or if they would be ready. So I guess y'all could roll insight, or you could just I don't know if you just want to walk up to the Bone Devils. Oh, he's big on this map.
Why not walk up to him?
What are the odds
'Cause they might
that?
not like us.
What are the odds that the Bone Devils just like bow down and give way to someone who has the essence of Obak Zob in him?
yeah. Wait, I don't know if that's the essence of Obak. That is, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I get Obak Zob and Paracelsian mixed up sometimes.
That's fair.
So, Gratitude needs to go first.
I think so. If we want to try that.
Does he
Okay.
have, like, is that like an active aura?
Well, he gained what a couple inches of height and
Yeah, I
is
got
much
taller and
more
I got
vital.
more health. Yeah. But I'm curious
So
if there's...
he is changed. I don't know if I would call it an active aura.
That's fair. I just look
so-
physically more impressive.
Want to just approach a pair of Bone Devils with Reditu at the front?
Sure.
All right. So these Bone Devil Guardians notice your approach and kind of wait there, grinning their horrific grin. You get all too close to their horrifying, emaciated, dry, sickly skin that is so tautly stretched over every bone in their body, just covered in sharp needle points.
Lovely.
And does Retitu introduce himself, or do you wait for them to address you?
I'm gonna wait for them to address me, but kind of like walk up. Not really with a strut, but holding myself aloof, and then just like with my eyebrow up, looking at them while it's taking them so long.
Waste Wanderers. You lot smell like shit. And the other Bone Devil cackles.
Right, okay. Good banter, guys. Alright. Let me in. I need to go use the portal over there.
What? You lot don't have permission to come close to this device of magnanimous power. No permission at all. You must stay back, continue wandering the wastes, rub yourself with some dust. Get that stench off of yous.
I
What permission
see.
do we need?
Yeah, what exactly would be needed for us to have permission? I am in fact under the impression that I have permission.
Oh. You think you have permission, but you don't know who the permission comes from? This ancient
Well-
device of great power is under the authority of the Archduchess of Avernus.
I see. The one who is best friends with Obak Zob?
Huh? Friends?
Yeah, have you not heard
Yeah,
of the pact they made recently?
I mean, I guess she keeps friends. Pacts? We know nothing of pacts. Hey, we're supposed to, follow the register. Does your name appear on our register? And the Bone Devil on your guys' left saunters over to this sort of podium type thing in the side of the entrance of this device here. Like there is a wide platform that you guys could step onto that they're kind of blocking, that narrows to this arm that holds up the device, and you do see in the arm there is a swirling portal. And so the guy on your left goes over to this podium, and he has a ledger that glows with like a red crimson motes actually float in the air around this ledger he has.
Oh, perfect, yes. That's what they're talking about. My name should be in there. I think it's the third
Sure,
one.
sure. Okay. Third name on here. Yep. Jonathan Bartesius. And the third name. Yes. What was your name again? I don't think you had said it.
Jonathan Barteviev, of course.
What? Jonathan Bartesius is not the third name on this list.
Ah, well,
I
sounds
have
like
here
you're missing
a Jonathan. Jonathan is the first name, Bartesius is the second name. But your name does not match the third name on our list. Are you lying to us? He's a lion. Of course he's lying.
Oh, good heavens. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow.
That was fun.
Wow,
That was a good
one. You're
build-up.
playing with me, aren't you? My name's on there after all.
No, but not. It's not here on. Your name is Jonathan Bartesius. Do I need to scan the register for that name in particular?
No, I'm pretty sure you said it right then. I think so. I must have messed
Oh.
it up and put it as two separate names.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a luck check, Luke. If you roll a d20 and roll an 18 or higher, that would be ideal for you.
What?
Okay, 18
Oh
or higher.
gosh.
How about a 6?
Oh.
This lion. I don't see that name anywhere. Nope, not on that page either. Hey. There's no Jonathan Bartesius on our list. You trying to pull our leg?
No. Why would I do that? I'm a lion.
He grins maliciously. I don't know, but liars deserve to have their legs pulled right off of their bodies.
Oh, so is that why I'm supposed to pull your legs, huh? Because you're lying to me. My name is on there. You know, I'm going to have to put in some words to management about this.
Can I
Go ahead and roll deception with disadvantage.
I whispered to you, Isaac.
Sure.
Ooh, 17.
Ooh.
Pretty solid deception. There are
I'm gonna do a hero
two
die as
bone
well.
devils. Oh, sure. Okay. Let's see
There
what
we
they roll. Is that and that. Okay. Yeah, that hero die did have an effect on the outcome. So
Yeah.
management. You wouldn't bring this up with management, would you?
Well, I said I would, wouldn't I?
Oh, management. Ugh. There must be some way we can resolve this.
Now, surely you can think of a way to resolve this. Possibly by
Oh.
granting my earlier request.
Okay, let me think. No, there's. We can't grant you early access. You're gonna have to fill out some paperwork. It's gonna take a while. Nothing comes to mind. Just don't bring management into this. We have a nice calm post out here. You understand? Don't need to involve management.
Well, I know the hassle management can be. So how about we all just step inside there, past the portal a little bit, and then I can start getting work on those papers you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Would you like to roll persuasion with disadvantage?
Sure.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Did it go?
17.
Oh, 17 again. All right, I'm going to do another hero point.
Okay.
And a 9 or 20.
Yeah, unnatural. A dirty 20 there.
Yeah.
Both of these bone devils rolled a 2 on the die for their insight.
Hey.
So,
Amazing.
yeah, with that high success, you're right. We can send in the mail in the paperwork. That'll work. Then we don't have to get management's dirty fingers into our business. Keep everything clean. Keep it clean. Yes.
Exactly.
You're an all right guy, you lion. Come on. The one is right, nods his head behind him. Get out of here before you get us into trouble, all right? We're gonna start filling out some forms on our end. You've got immediate. Don't fill out the early access. Immediate access form. Send it in. Mail it in. But we'll fill out ours on our end. Got it?
Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, this works. This will work. Yeah, all right. They step to the side and allow you all to pass through.
Woot.
Wait, there's a goblin with you all?
No.
Hey, yeah, I'm here. Tiny
I didn't
piece
know
of
you had a
shit.
goblin.
Get on with you. Who steps through the portal last?
Not me. Right
Well,
behind you,
probably
ready
not
I
to.
me.
don't like that question.
Perhaps Kildrak or Current?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, Current will be last to step through the portal. And Current is the only one to hear their last bit of banter. They didn't smell like shit at all. No. To be honest, they smelled very nice. Yes, they did. They smell like
Okay.
freshly written on parchment. And the other Bone Devil smiles as he's filling out his paperwork.
What an
I think that As you all, freshly written on parchment is just so satisfying. Yeah, you all head to Dis, the second layer of the Nine Hells. That is a good spot to end our session for tonight.